morning and welcome to Wholesome Roots. I guess it's gonna be another hot day today in Georgia. I don't look forward to these hot, humid days. Sorry, the dog is pulling on the leash to go potty. The baby quail have been moved out of their little indoor brooder out to the big crib brooder. We just love having this old crib that we converted into a brooder. Very simple to do. Just attach wire along the side. We had to add the hardware cloth wire for quail. Made a simple lid. And it's super easy to take care of these babies. I was noticing something this morning when I was watching them as they all came to the new water, that we have a runt. We have a very seriously undersized chick. Huge difference in size between that one and all of the others. Just look at that. It's like it's a whole different species or a whole different age. It's tiny. I'm wondering if that's the one that I had to help. At the end of the hatch there was one egg that had pipped but never opened, and I could see that its beak was moving but there was no more pipping happening. I kept watching and nothing changed. So I finally got scared for its life and very carefully picked away at the eggshells, just a tiny bit at a time, leaving the membrane intact until I had a zipper around the edge that it would normally zipper. So I'm wondering if it's that one, and that's why it was having such a harder time, is it's just a itty bitty. I hope it does okay with these bigger chicks. Sometimes Mother Nature makes it so that the ones that aren't meant to make it are the ones that don't hatch, and I hate to think of it that way, but sometimes they're not as strong. But we'll see. We will see. They're so cute. Another thank you to Living Miracle Homestead for her donation of these babies. She sent us the eggs to hatch and we're very grateful. The adult quail are also doing quite well. I think we have a lot more males than I originally thought, because I'm only getting 5 eggs a day out of 12. So we're gonna have to go through and vent sex them again and see which ones we are going to cull. And that will be good for us because it puts meat in our freezer. And I can tell that there's too many males because some of the females have the backs of their heads a little bit defeathered, and that's not good for the colony. So we are definitely going to cull some. It's always a really hard choice for somebody like me who is so what are they barking at? Sorry, distracted. Dogs are barking in the corner and I don't know what at. So anyway, the decision to cull an animal is always hard, but when I know that it's going to put food on my family's table, I think it does help make that decision a little easier. I still can't do it myself. I have to have Ryan do it. But I can clean them up and put them in the freezer for a future meal, and I can cook them. I can do that. Quail meat is very sweet and delicious. We've had quail numerous times. We used to work at a restaurant that would serve quail as a special menu item every once in a while, and we got to have it then, and it was so good. So good. So we are definitely looking forward. These guys are small, so you eat 1 or 2 quail depending on. Ryan will probably eat 2 quail. Dalton would probably eat 2 quail. I could probably eat a quail and a half. maybe 2, depending on the day. I eat like a man sometimes, most of the time. So anyway, it will be nice to have that as an option. And the nice thing about quail is they are ready to be harvested for meat or eggs in 6 to 8 weeks. So in 6 to 8 weeks, we'll know who's male in the new batch and be able to harvest some of them, keeping 1 male per group at least, so that they can still have fertile eggs so that we can hatch out more. And in another 6 to 8 weeks, we can hatch out more. If we ate all of the quail that was in the freezer, pop some more in the incubator. In 3 weeks, we got more quail. In 6 to 8 weeks, we have adult size. So it's a very, very sustainable food source for the homestead, especially one that's trying to live frugally. I don't know how many of you follow Frugal Family Food. Tangi and Amanda have been doing a wonderful job with that Facebook group and now a website, and they have an email list. So go sign up, check it out. They have great tips and information about how to live more frugally with your food for your family. Do you know what I'm bringing out to the goat paddock? Well, yeah, of course it's hay. I know that. Do you know what it is? It's yesterday's hay. They didn't touch it. Not a bite. They were too busy eating in here to eat any of this. So they are definitely some happy, happy goats. Wow, y'all. What a difference a day makes. This is 1 day of them getting to come in here and eat. They stripped these privet branches. They stripped many of these. I know the name of it. It's a purple flower. It's oh, you know, I know it. I just can't think of it. My brain has been doing that a lot lately. I can't think of words that I'm trying to say, but look at this. Blackberry stripped. There's nothing but branches left of the blackberry. It's all through here. This was all blackberry. Liam was tripping in it when we tried to come over here to pick the berries. There aren't a whole lot of berries left. Stripped clean. Oh, I'm so proud of my girls when they do this. So they've definitely got another day's worth of eating. There's definitely more to eat. There's more solidago here. And whatever that other plant is that grows all over. I knew its name once and then I forgot it. But wow, what a difference a day makes. I think that can apply for a lot of things. Not just goat paddocks, but things in our life, things that we deal with on a daily basis, struggles and the realities that are sometimes difficult, but more often wonderful. I've been struggling with my health a lot lately. I don't talk about it a lot because there's not much to talk about. I don't have a diagnosis from a doctor because I don't have insurance, so I can't go to the doctors and I can't afford to go to the doctors. It's completely out of the question and out of the budget. So I've been doing some research and figuring out some stuff and talking to some people that are in the medical profession, and it really looks like I'm dealing with some serious adrenal issues. And a friend of mine was kind enough to make a donation to help me get some of the things that I need to help support my adrenals. So I was able to get some vitamins. So with that thoughtful donation, I was able to get some vitamin B complex, some magnesium, vitamin D3, fish oil, something else. I can't remember. My mom sent me some ashwagandha, and Ryan got some HPT5 a couple of months ago that I didn't know enough about it to want to try it, but now that I'm doing deeper research on how to support my body and help some of the bad symptoms I've been having, it looks like that would be a great one to add in too. So I'm going slow. in adding in stuff to make sure that there's no negative reactions from anything. They're all pretty benign vitamins. So it's most likely not going to be an issue, but just to be on the safe side, that is how I'm addressing the issue at this point. So I am hoping that each day I'm going to feel better and be able to say what a difference a day makes. Well, it seems like I finally have gotten Titus to figure out which food bowl is his, and most of the time he respects that. He sometimes goes and tries to get some of Khaleesi's when she eats really slow, and I just have to say eh, and he'll back off. Right, buddy? Oh, you thought I was saying eh to the kissing. Nope, sorry, I shouldn't have used that while I was in your hearing range. Sweet boy. So they're both doing really well. Somebody made a suggestion that I should feed her first and not him, and I wasn't sure why. I know that you're supposed to feed Alpha Dog first, and I thought because he was already exhibiting alpha attributes that he would be the alpha. Do I want to try to make her the alpha for some reason? Is it better to have a female alpha? Or what am I missing here? I'm not 100% sure if I'm supposed to try to channel an alpha in one or the other. I just assumed that they would become alpha on their own. So if anybody has any tips on why or how or what's the reasoning behind that, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you. I tell ya, Khaleesi has come out of her shell so much since we've added Titus to her family. Again, it's one of those things that, what a difference a day can make. A few weeks can make anyway. A few months. But it is a big difference. And it just goes to show that the smallest changes can have the biggest impact. While this year's garden may have been the worst garden I've ever had, I just want you guys to know I've had some award-winning gardens. Like, they've been featured in magazines. So know that next year, hopefully, I'll be able to show you what it is that I can do with a garden. And not this weed pile of weeds. Just the little bit I did yesterday gave me a lot of inspiration and hope as to how I could improve myself and better my gardens with the small amount of time that I am able to garden in. And I think that through time and effort and strength, I will get to the point where my gardens will blossom again and be the magazine-worthy gardens that they used to be. But what a difference a day can make. Just a little bit of weeding. It's incredible how much better it seems already. I want to give a special thank you to Kiri, Hyatt, and Trisha over at Willow Creek Homestead for their both sending me some milk kefir grains, which made me super happy to get in the mail. I am reactivating both of them, and hopefully we'll have lots of extra grains soon to share with my friends. The first couple of pours off when you're reactivating a culture like that, it's not always the tastiest batch. So I set it aside in a jar, and this morning I added it to 2.5 gallons of milk, and I've been letting it culture at room temperature all day. So we will have a wonderful cheese made from kefir culture. I'm really excited about that and grateful for that probiotic culture to work its health on our family. I guess that's it for today, everyone. Thank you for watching. You know the drill. We'll see you next time on Wholesome Roots.